YouTube? It's Chronom here, and today I'm bringing you a kill confirmed gameplay, and I'm using the KN44, I guess. Oh well, there'll be another KN44 video in the near future, but it is what it is. But today I wasn't going to talk about the gameplay. I mainly wanted to talk about the new additions to the black market. If just in case you guys didn't know, they added 5 new weapons. 3 like guns or sort of guns. I don't know how to describe them right now, but and then 2 melee weapons. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start off with the weapons that they added. The first one's the MX Garand, and this gun, it seems really similar to the M1 Garand from World at War. I don't know how many of you played Call of Duty World at War, but it seems really similar to that. And it has an 8-shot clip. It's a 2-shot kill, and it's semi-automatic, and it has like all the same sounds too, like the ringing. And you can't reload it. When you shoot a few bullets out of it, you actually have to shoot the rest of the bullets out of the clip, and only then will it reload for you. So it's kind of tricky to play with in that sense, because you can't always have a full clip unless you're willing to shoot like the rest of the bullets out, which sometimes doesn't seem practical. Like if you have 5 or 6 bullets left, it seems like you might as well just try to get a kill or just try to shoot at someone with that. But I actually had a chance to use it a little bit in the public match because I picked it up off someone's dead body, and it was pretty nifty to use. It had a red dot sight on it when I was using it, so I don't know what the iron sights are like yet. But yeah, 2-shot kill, kind of like the Shiva. I wonder if it has more or less damage than the Shiva. That'll be interesting to see. But the next weapon is the new shotgun pistol. It's like the M16 shotgun pistol or something like that. But it seemed pretty scary in the trailer for the weapons. Like I was watching the trailer, and it was always a 1-shot kill, and none of the shotguns in this game seem that consistent to me. So it must have just been like them showing off the gun, because I feel like most of the time it wouldn't just be an easy 1-shot kill like that. But basically it comes with 2 shots in the chamber, and when you shoot it, both the bullets come out at once. So you have to reload it after each shot, but you can dual wield them as they showed in the trailer. So I haven't had a chance to see this in a public match yet. I've only seen the MX Garand and the Shadow crossbow thing, and yeah, that'll bridge me into the next weapon that I wanted to talk about, which is the Shadow crossbow, or the NX Shadow crossbow, something like that. And I ran into a bunch of people using this in the in Search and Destroy, and it seems very powerful actually. I'm kind of afraid of it being overpowered actually, because first off, it's silent, so like you don't show up on radar when you shoot with it, which is always dangerous when you just have a gun that is just like that. No drawbacks, like the range isn't hurt or anything. Obviously the range on the gun isn't great because there is travel time for the arrows, so you have to watch out for that when you're using it. But you can also wield these akimbo, which when people were using it in Search and Destroy, it seemed really strong, because basically they had 6 shots in each one, and they could just spam it. And I horribly failed there. But they could spam it, and they were legitimately using it in Search and Destroy. I don't know if they were messing around or what, but they were doing well with it. And yeah, it seems kind of scary because it is a 1-hit kill. And if you've got 12 shots of something that's a 1-hit kill, and it's almost like completely trigger finger based semi-automatic. So that's something to be careful with. I don't know, or actually Hutch came out with a video where he said he actually thinks that the crossbow is overpowered. Like he thinks that it'll need a nerf in the near future. So that's definitely not good that they added in a gun that is kind of like pay to win if it is a really powerful weapon, because obviously you can get it with crypto keys, but the more likely way people will be getting it is by paying actual money for COD points and then buying up supply drops that way. So hopefully it doesn't become too dominant of a weapon. Hopefully it stays everything stays under control. But anyways, the last two weapons are both melee weapons, so they're just kind of alternatives to like the wrench or the or not the crowbar, the wrench or the butterfly knife or the brass knuckles. So the first one is the iron gym. It's like a crowbar looking thing. It's red. I don't know if these weapons have longer time, or I don't know if it has like a longer time to like swing it or recover after swinging it. But it's basically just a one-hit melee kill. And yeah, I don't know how much there is to talk about with these melee weapons, but the iron gym doesn't quite seem as cool as the last melee weapon, which is the Fury's Song. And the Fury's Song is like a katana or a sword, and it's like huge. Like your guy holds it with both hands. And my friend actually just released a supply drop opening where he opened it, so definitely go check his video out. It's Snark Nation. I'm sure you'll be able to find it if you go over to his channel. But yeah, it seems really badass, honestly. Like people are running around with it, and I've actually seen it a lot in a lot of public matches. Like people are running around with it everywhere, and it's kind of nice because it's just a melee weapon, so I don't really have to worry about them. That's what that block is. If you haven't noticed, there's like a weird white block showing up in the kill feed, and it's the katana. So I don't know why it was showing up that way, but it doesn't look like that in actual games in the kill feeds. But yeah, it seems like a lot of fun to use. I only have the wrench out of all the melee weapons right now. I'm definitely looking forward to opening up some supply drops and seeing what weapons I can get out of them. Hopefully I get actual weapons, not the melee weapons, because the melee weapons are cool and all, but I would rather get actual guns that I can like try and use and see how good they are, especially the crossbow. Like the crossbow seems legitimately good. The Garand also has like viable uses. It's not like bad by any means from what I've seen of it, but semi-auto guns are typically not the way to go in Call of Duty games, because they just can't really keep up with the full auto guns, and they're not one-shot kills either, like the sniper rifles. So yeah, and my concern with these new weapons is that if any of them end up being overpowered, then like what are they gonna do? Are they gonna nerf it or remove it or just make it more accessible to everyone? Because it's really unfair because of how rare these weapons are gonna be, that only like certain people will have access to it. Mostly people that like paid to get them, like people that paid hundreds of dollars to like buy supply drops or just got really lucky out of it. So I'm hoping that that doesn't break the game. Probably won't, but the crossbow has me concerned because a one-hit kill silenced weapon it's powerful. Like it may not be practical because of the travel time on the arrows, but it's definitely plausible for it to be overpowered. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to opening a bunch of supply drops for myself because obviously I want to open up some cool weapons, and the new camos are pretty sweet looking. It's not just the weapons that they came out with. They also have a bunch of new camos, like specialist outfits and calling cards. But obviously I'm not too excited about calling cards because nobody really cares that much about calling cards. But the specialist gear and camos are always cool to find because the camos that we've been running on these weapons are getting old, and I pretty often just run no camo on my weapons, so I don't know. I just like the clean look of the gun sometimes. But this gameplay is coming to a close. Yeah, there it is. My final score, it was 36-10 with 21 confirms, and I finished second on the team by a lot. But yeah, if you enjoyed the commentary, if you enjoyed the gameplay, please leave a like. Feedback in the comments is always appreciated, and subscribe for more content. Thanks, everyone.